Greetings and welcome. My name's JWBziak. This is my YouTube channel, and today we're going to do a review slash playthrough of a visual kinetic novel called A More Beautiful World. I was immediately caught up in the just the graphical detail. It's not blatantly anime. It's a bit more. It's interesting. I really like the character design, and I love the audio. I love the music. You can go and watch the trailer and see the information for this visual kinetic novel in the description below. But anyways, here we go. We're going to have some fun with this demo, which you can also download on Steam. So let's check that out. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you the Steam trailer for this video. I would show you straight through Steam, and it looks better through that, but unfortunately, I'm unable to. So this is on Steam Trailers, the YouTube channel. And unfortunately, it's only in 480p. I don't know why, but this was the reason why I wanted to try this out. So let's watch this trailer by Afterthought Studios. Very much like very anime intro there. And I really like that. And that's what really drew me to try out this game. So anyways, we're going to get into the game now. And we're going to see how does the demo measure up. Okay, so we're on to the visual kinetic novel, A More Beautiful World. We're going to try this out. So I'm not going to lie to you. I've already been through part of this. I've tried recording this a couple times, run into technical difficulties. Well, I'll let you see for yourself. I'm not going to go through the whole story, but I'm going to let you see it for yourself, and then I'm going to give you my feedback on this. Welcome to the demo for A More Beautiful World. We would like to remind you that the assets seen in this demo are not finalized and are subject to change. We hope you enjoy this glimpse into our tale. Without further ado, let us begin our story.
Thank you for the wine.
Humph. So apparently it is voice acted, but they forgot that line for whatever reason.
Marquis, please be careful.
For the last time, yes, I am aware that we are in a dangerous situation.
They say that the leader of their council will be a little while more.
I apologize for my late entry.
Am I supposed to salute her as well?
Why not? Even I'm standing at attention.
Just a minute here. This.
I am the witch of chronicles and stories, Elena.
Oh, sorry. I'm messing with the settings a little bit. Text speed up. Auto forward, time down. I don't know what happened there. Okay.
I am here to tell all of you here at the council.
What's going on here? There we go. Try this.
Put the glasses down gently now. Let us remember that this room echoes, and I do not want my ears to hurt anymore because of you slamming them down so hard. The glasses are fragile, you know.
I'm trying to get this to auto advance, and I can't seem to make it auto forward.
You, whatever named magician you are, take your feet off my table.
Not quite sure. I guess I have to
Are we all ready?
keep pressing.
Let me begin. Thousands of years ago, magicians and humans coexisted together, with the magicians being the rulers of the humans, because the heavens,
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna do that. There we go.
the magicians wielded magic so formidable that they crushed all opposition and waged wars with one another, spilling and using human blood as if it flowed as easily as the river Aria. Men, women, and children died in our conquests. There was never a winner. However, the humans were undergoing a different kind of transformation. They were interested in crafts, architecture, things that the magicians let the heavens decide when we wave our staves. Oh yes, dear human lords, the buildings you saw when you walked through our gates were decided by the heavens. We simply tell our staves what we wish for, and it appears. The humans built their very first building, a farm, followed by a smith. However, the magicians at that time decided that this was blasphemy against the gifts of the gods. It was decreed that humans must destroy all tools of creation, be it a hammer or a hoe, and swear fealty to their magician overlords. This triggered what was to be called in our ancient chronicles the uprising. For every magician felled, we brought down 100 humans. Yes, high magician of warfare, do not look so surprised. We lost. However, the humans had no intention of subjugating us. They took everything they had left and moved, promising that our fates would never cross ever again, and that they would create a world with their hands far more beautiful than ours. We recovered from the wounds of war, and, as time went by, the war became history. History became legend, and legend became forgotten. However, humans have ambitions, and they desire to explore the unknown world, which is why you are here, human lords. In finding lands to settle, you have met an old enemy.
I'm sure Emperor Amir has no intention of starting a war with the magicians.
We have no intentions of starting another war with humans. In your words, I believe this would cost too much time, men, and gold.
Very perceptive, Witch of Chronicles and Stories. How about this? We can first sign a non-aggression pact, followed by diplomatic exchanges and opening up trade.
We have no need for inferior human produce.
Wow, that was out of nowhere.
How dare you speak to Marquis Van Balor like that?
This is escalating quite quickly.
Silence!
Silence!
Why do you have to speak to others this way, High Magician of Warfare? If it was to us, it would be acceptable. But according to the Chronicles, many a war has started from ill choice of words.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. I love the art style, love the music. Your voice acting really needs improvement. First of all, invest in a pop filter. Second of all, invest in something to level the audio between each voice actor.
I speak the truth.
Kind of an issue.
In what way do our crops taste worse than theirs because of the magic we use to create them, given to us by the gods?
Given to us by the gods.
In what way do our sons and daughters pale in comparison to them? Look at him.
What about me?
Stocky, tanned, those thick calluses on his hands. Not what someone from a cultured civilization like ours would look like.
High Magician of Warfare, please, you are making a spectacle of yourself.
How dare you speak to the Marquis in this manner? Men, draw your swords!
Oh, aren't they magicians? I'm pretty sure swords wouldn't work too well on them.
Stand down, all of you!
Like, if they could kill hundreds for every one magician you kill.
Mages, wield your staffs. We will banish these foul monsters from our midst.
By the way, the plural of staff is staves. In case you didn't know. Wield your staves.
You will recall, High Magician of Warfare, that since negotiations are held in my halls, I decide who lives and who leaves this building. So I advise you to stand down before I strike you.
Witch of Chronicles and Stories. We
There goes the
come in
music.
peace, looking for fertile land to grow crops in, and a place where our people can settle in peace, away from war. We have no intention of starting a war with the magicians. Would you be agreeable to my offer?
Perhaps you speak with a heart of gold and truth. But if evil lurks in this world, it lurks in the hearts of men. I will send someone to wander the human lands, to see if the world you have created is truly as beautiful as your ancestors have decreed.
Excellent. We hope that our academics can stay and do the same. I will arrange for a royal escort for your envoy.
That will not be necessary. She is already in your kingdom.
So you didn't even wait to get permission from them. You just kind of sent them in.
But
She will be fine. She is the Witch of Everlasting Journeys, Violetta. This will be a journey that she has to go on by herself. Come and let us have some wine together. A wine conjured by magic should taste unique to you.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
I apologize, but the long travel from Rivertown has made me weary, and I desire the company of sleep, with wine as my mistress.
Bow, chicka, bow. Oh.
Then, take this jar of fine wine with you.
I thank you, Witch of Chronicles and Stories.
Yep, I definitely want to trust the wine that you've made for us, even though you butchered us a long time ago. I'm sure there's no poison in that wine whatsoever.
As much as their negotiations may be awkward, and they speak in tales and songs, let us admit that they make fine hosts and warm beds.
Oh, warm beds. Uh-huh.
Yes, they do, my lord.
Fancy some wine?
Oh, no thank you. Wine dulls the mind.
Then Emperor Amir will be the dullest mind around.
My lord!
Calm yourself. The lion who sits on the throne does not concern himself with the opinions of us little lambs. How many years has it been since we met? 2, 3?
At the former Marquis's birthday.
You lost to me in a game of horse racing, right?
I still have yet to figure out how and why, my lord.
Come now, I have always told you to address me comfortably. You know that I am not used to all this formal nonsense.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
All these formalities are necessary in our society.
So they say. Anyway, we are surrounded by wolves while dangling meat in front of them. I don't know what the magicians aim to accomplish, but make sure you do not let slip more than you have to.
I don't want to know what kind of meat they were dangling, but sounds like I'd be in a very precarious position, leaving your meat dangling.
Who can we possibly speak to in this foreign land?
Come, my old friend. There's no one else here. Sit.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Oh, yeah. Boom, chicka, bow,
Thank you,
bow.
my lord.
Bow, bow, da,
The
bow,
question is,
bow, bow.
who will come and speak to us?
You do not mean...
When a group of people with knowledge sit in a circle, they either work together well or tear one another apart in the shadows. Have you ever seen how mercenaries fight?
Indeed I have, my lord. I fought alongside mercenaries before.
All have their own set of skills. No mercenary company has a uniform fighting style, unlike that of an army. However, that is exactly why we hire mercenaries.
Why so?
When we war with the Kingdom of Everlasting Snow, our standard formations are well known to the enemy. They deploy their forces accordingly.
A lot of their names are doozies. There was the High Magician of Warfare, the Witch of Everlasting Journeys, the Kingdom of Everlasting Snow. That's a mouthful. I wonder if they have any abbreviations in this.
However, when we deploy mercenaries who fight their own way, we ruin the enemy formations. Yet a mercenary is effective, but their loyalty can be swayed by the richer side. This time, we are the soldiers on both sides of the conflict, and the mercenaries are the magicians. We bleed,
I don't get
and
it.
the mercenaries decide which side to bleed more.
You are talking in riddles again, my lord.
You never liked guesswork. Politics would be what I am referring to. The court intrigue bleeds us on the inside, while the magicians are either side's wild card. This negotiation would either go our way or the way of our enemies.
Are you trying to be Game of Thrones? Because you're not doing a good job of it. I'm sorry. All this exposition's driving me nuts.
Are you sure you do not want to try the wine? It is excellent.
No, thank you, my lord. The magicians seemed quite against us.
How do you define against us? Would that be disliking us?
Yes, my lord.
They would not mind loving us if we can bring down their opponents, that I assure you. The same applies to the Imperial Court. Why do you think I willingly left court?
We could use some magic love.
Please enlighten me, my lord.
When you sit in a court in the Imperial City, everyone holds a goblet of the finest wine and dances with their female counterparts. However, as they joke and jape over their fine imported sausages, they are busy carving a pie that belongs to another person.
Japing over sausages. That's the first time I've ever heard of that one. I would not Google that if I were you.
All politicians are thieves. I am sure you are all aware of how I got my position. My predecessor was executed for supposedly stealing funds meant for the construction of a new colony.
He committed a grave crime.
Come now, you don't really believe that. I know my predecessor. He would sooner swallow poison than steal anything. He had enemies in court, as do I. This is the perfect opportunity for them to oust me.
Why do you say such a thing, my lord?
The Emperor encourages in-court fighting for the reason that his vassals are kept weak while his holdings flourish. Our house, although we are sworn to the Emperor, has long been a small, humble, and noble family, the Van Ballers.
So, okay, here's a big issue. Why are these two having this conversation now? They've known each other for a few years. Would not the guardsmen be aware of the various ins and outs of their house and all the trouble they're in, especially if they're so-called friends? Wouldn't they have had this conversation already? I don't understand. There's no other point for this to be here. But anyways.
Now, I hold one of the highest positions in the court and wield enough power to make the capital starve to death. Tell me, do you think I have no opponents?
But you are currently on a diplomatic mission. You are here for the betterment of the Empire.
Dude, get a pop filter, please.
Do you feel that they care? Politics have no relations to morals. I see two ways that our opponents can do this. First, if the negotiation drags on for too long, the other lords will say that I am conspiring with the magicians and denounce me as a traitor. They will then have a valid casus belli against me. Second, if I do die in this realm of magicians, they can accuse the magicians of murdering me, be it true or not, and seize control of my lands, with the excuse of avenging my death by using my land as a launching ground for an invasion.
You are far-sighted, my lord.
Do you know that when there is more than one lion in the forest, the lions will fight one another to the death? Only one will survive.
Correct. Are you saying that your conflict with the magicians or your enemies will either be your downfall or theirs?
Not only that, the hunter who chances upon their fight will be the ultimate victor.
We should take precautions, my lord.
Fine. Let us do this. Every day we will send out a pigeon back to our hold in Rivertown. If they fail to hear from us for 3 days consecutively, have them prepare the militia.
So, a pigeon every day. If you're there for a month, you have to have 30 pigeons. Where the heck are you going to keep 30 pigeons?
It shall be done. We will relay the instructions.
Now, my dear friends in court, how will you play your piece?
I'm still
Am I?
I'm still waiting for the kinetic part of this novel. I'm not seeing. Are you seeing anything? I don't see anything moving. Like if you look back at the video, you know, the hair was moving, they were blinking, maybe a little head nod. There's nothing going on here.
Where? The map says that this should be a mountain. What did Elena say again? When in doubt, go forward.
This actress sounds very bored.
Sometimes lost, sometimes searching. The wandering witch Violetta. What is she searching for? An answer is what she seeks for this journey. 1,000 steps she'll walk, and 1,000 more to seek what she is looking for. Hmm?
Shh, little girl, get down.
Who are you? And which way to the nearest hold?
I said keep your voice down and stay down.
Find the merchant and kill him! Meanwhile, take everything back to camp!
Let's just stay here until they leave. Hopefully before nightfall. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I am Violetta, a wandering witch.
Your parents must be rich to get you such a nice quality costume.
Why are you hiding?
Precisely the conversation you want to have while you're hiding from bandits.
There are bad people stealing my things. They'll hurt me if they see me.
Then why don't you go and reason with them?
What? What? That makes no sense. They're bandits, and they're stealing your stuff. You're not going to be able to reason with them.
They have the pointiest stick. You'll understand when you get older.
Why did they send this, the most naive witch of them all, out to wander?
But wouldn't you lose everything you have? The chronicler told me that a merchant's life is dependent on his goods.
Yes, it is. But life is as such. Ups and downs. I'm just lucky to be alive. They'll probably leave my horse and wagon alone. Horses are sacred in the south.
No sign of him. Move the goods, then let's be off.
Ah, they're gone. Where are your parents?
My parents are resting by the Aria River.
The where?
The Aria River,
Where is that?
south of the council chambers, east of the Monodepot.
Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better go restock my wares. If not, I'll be making an astronomical loss.
If they stole your stuff, you've already had a loss. Restocking it.
Can you give me a ride to the next town?
How about your parents?
The council told me to go look at the world.
This council again. I will head on to Rivertown, but we will have to part ways there. It is 2 towns over.
This is kinetic. Now, I will admit, I like the merchant voice actor. I don't like Violetta's voice actor. She sounds so bored.
That is fine. Please do so. I will go and sit in your wagon.
What a peculiar girl. I wonder what her parents are thinking. An expensive costume and a stick decorated with jewels?
She just told you she's a magician. She's a witch. Have you never heard of magicians and witches before?
This girl should be under guard. Anyway,
That's actually a
look at
good
the
point.
map.
That's actually a
The
good point.
bandits have plundered my wagon. I only have enough gold to last for the next town. I have to think about how to make a profit between here and Irontown.
Aren't we leaving?
I was just thinking about...
This forest is rich with posies. I see purple clouds gathering in a distance. Collect them.
Okay, so you've known him 5 minutes and you're already ordering him around.
Posy. It has little use other than looking good in an old lady's garden.
The witch of everlasting journeys is sure. A plague has descended upon the place.
A plague? Irontown? Don't be silly, little girl. I left there only 2 days ago.
Is the witch wrong? We shall see. Let us go before we get caught in the rain.
Rain? Ha! How did you know?
The heavens informed me.
You have anything other than that cloak and pointed hat? Your parents give you any money?
Which means she basically looked up at the sky and saw rain clouds. Doesn't necessarily take magic to do that, but
No,
That stick is expensive too. I recommend you hide it.
I will be fine. Thank you for your kind consideration.
Not much of a conversationalist, are you? Don't ever be a merchant. People like us talk your ears off, especially when traveling on a wagon.
No problems have been foreseen by the heavens.
I think you'd do well as a fortune teller.
Fates are predetermined by the heavens.
My point exactly. Anyway,
it's
stories in case of the boat being
moving.
exposed to the rain like this?
Yes, the smell will be stronger by the time we get there.
Huh. Why am I listening to you?
Listen to the words of the Wandering Witch. Omens and windfalls are the same to the lost witch, forever wandering.
Finally, the rain is lightening up a little.
Lightening up as in freezing in time.
It is.
Are you really a witch?
Yes,
No, you're not.
the Witch of Everlasting Journeys, Violetta Sigurd von Houston. First of her name, of the Von Houston clan of wisdom.
What on earth is with the names?
That's, impressive name.
This is a rather short name compared to those who belong to the battle clans.
Huh, really? Here, have a bun.
Thank you for your food.
Wrapped all my food in layers of parchment and placed them in my leather bag along with my coins. Thank goodness I wear it on me.
Or else,
You and I would die halfway to Irontown.
Okay, if Irontown is 2 days away, you could have absolutely no food and survive. What? Bogus!
what is death?
Oh my god. They sent this person out to explore and knows absolutely nothing?
What is what?
Death is just another beginning.
Your parents have been giving you the wrong kind of books to read. Or letting you hang around the executioner's square too much.
No, we do not have an executioner square near our home.
Not my point, but points taken from you.
Whatever point that is.
Do you have family?
No.
Lovers?
No.
No parents?
Died in the Expansionist War.
Which war was that?
Oh, yes.
By whom and why?
Please do tell. More exposition, please.
This is beginning to feel a lot more like an interrogation than me being your guardian.
The heavens decreed that I need answers.
It was first started by the current Emperor Emir's father, against the neighboring kingdom of Everlasting Snow. As for why, there were a lot of reasons. Some said that the Emperor's father hated the people from the kingdom. Some say that he craved their lands and wealth, hence the name of the war.
Is greed an issue here?
It is always an issue. Why do you think I'm a merchant? I'm greedy beyond all possible comprehension.
I see. Acceptable for your line of work.
I'm glad that you approve. Anyway, the Kingdom of Everlasting Snow held a massive counterattack that actually brought their forces to the gates of the capital. This counteroffensive was bloody. My parents died while scavenging for food.
I am sorry to hear.
With that expression, I might actually believe you. If it wasn't for the fact that I already know that you're expressionless.
But she has an expression, so she's therefore not expressionless.
Emotions are tiring and confuse judgment.
Oh, she's a Vulcan now.
I've changed my mind. I think you've been hanging around too many politicians.
Is that a good thing?
Not necessarily a bad thing, so I believe it's good.
Why did you become a merchant?
Very good question. Just happened. My first line of work was scavenging weapons and shields off dead soldiers and selling them to the city defenders. However, before the gates closed the capital from the outside world as the armies of the Everlasting Snow besieged us, I realized one thing. People need to eat. My parents died getting things to eat, so I saved up to buy very famous local produce that was abundant in quantity from the city stands. Potato. We grew so much of them that when there was peace, we held festivals where we threw mashed potato at one another.
Messy affair, it sounds like.
Messy and fun.
Go on.
Ah, right. The Everlasting Snow's full army was said to arrive within 2 weeks after breaking the first line of defense around the capital. So, for 2 weeks, I ate nothing but eggs, because they are perishable, and bought potatoes. People thought I was mad, even when I was going out in the middle of the night to scavenge weapons and armor from the dead. There were frequent skirmishes around the capital, but since the main army was not there yet, I thought my chances were pretty good.
What happens if you get hit by an arrow?
What do you think?
You die.
Fair enough. Go on.
Sure, you're not a politician.
Yes,
Anyway,
because
I then managed to amass a considerable amount of potatoes by the time the Everlasting Snow's army closed in and surrounded the capital.
politicians ask questions like, what happens when you get hit by an arrow? That's obviously a politician question.
Things were normal at first, but food started to run out.
How bad?
Ever seen 3 grown men surround a dying child and tear her to pieces?
That got dark.
Very bad.
It was horrible, but I sold my potatoes. At first, the price of a single potato would fetch a single gold coin, already an insane amount. Could buy about 10 of these with a single gold coin.
Things got better for you.
Very much better. Starvation was so common that I was even offered rings of diamond, gems of blue and red, things that I'd never seen in my life.
But as a boy, didn't they just threaten to kill you and take the food?
I was wary of that. So before the gates closed, I moved to another part of the city where few knew me and pretended to be insane.
And you brought all those potatoes with you?
Why insane? You already said that you moved to another part of the city.
Ivan is my name. Ivan the Potato Peddler. No, wait. That is my father's name. Father taught me only to take shiny things. Yes. Ivan has potatoes.
And that keeps people from robbing you. I don't think so. If anything, it makes you more of a target.
Rather convincing.
Thugs knew that beating me would get them nothing if I was insane. They often exasperated nobles enough to make them pay me many times more the amount they were initially willing to offer.
Clever.
Of course, I felt horrible turning away starving people who came begging. I wanted money more than anything at that point in time.
Do you regret not helping them?
I can still see some of their faces clearly, begging me for food.
And the
Do
rain
you
stops.
regret it?
Yes.
Oh, it started
but
again.
it is over now.
I see. Forward thinking. A noble quality.
Ever considered being a philosopher?
Too many papers to write.
Too right. Anyway, by the time our army regrouped and counterattacked, it was possibly one of the wealthiest common folk out there. I packed everything and left the city.
Then you became a traveling merchant.
Yes, deposited most of my fortunes into a bank and bought a wagon and 10 sacks of wheat.
Didn't you have enough money to live comfortably?
Oh yes, but I always wanted to travel. My parents told me stories of great kings and massive cities. I always wanted to see them.
Have you seen them all?
Oh no, the world is too big for me to see them all in a lifetime. I will eventually settle down, take out my money and buy a piece of land, hire farmers, build a mill and all. But not yet. Not yet.
One moment. What's up? So yeah, my brother just called me to figure out how to cook a pizza.
Anyway, tell me about your family.
My family. Huh. My family is made up of...
Made up of...
Yeah. Okay, even the characters are falling asleep.
Go? Go. Not only a bad conversationist, but a bad listener, too. Hey, who are your parents? Why are you dressed like that? Are you sound in the head? No, you're sleeping, but can you snore less loudly? Makes me feel tired as well. Well, only a few more hours till we get to Irontown. Hope to all the gods that you're wrong, little girl. Witch. Nope. Definitely a girl. Hey, girl. You know when the last time another person sat in a wagon was? You know how boring it is to sit alone in a wagon? Years on end? You are really a witch. Can you tell me if the head heat is sinful? You're a very good listener. Well,
Good night, little girl.
oh my god.
Okay. I'm not going any further. So this is the story, A More Beautiful World. What are my thoughts? The graphics are great. I like the music. Voice acting is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. The only decent voice actor I'd say would be the merchant there. But I'm not going to continue this. So if you want to check it out, see for yourself. Maybe you'll like it, maybe not. It's on Steam. You can check out the demo. If the rest of the story was up, I don't know if I could recommend this. So that is A More Beautiful World, the demo, ladies and gentlemen. I realize that they have a disclaimer at the beginning saying that the things, it's not finalized, that there's things to be changed, but if the story is like that, and the voice acting is like that, I could not recommend buying this game. The story, nothing really happens. The characters are boring and static and uninteresting. And I think the big problem with this demo is the demo goes on for a while longer. It's a couple hours. And my suggestion, my thought, if I were to make a demo, I'd want it to be shorter, but I'd want it to be my best work to get people interested in it. There's no real kinetic part to this visual kinetic demo. There's no kinetic part. Nothing like we see in the trailer on Steam. So, I mean, what I would suggest to the people, the Afterthought Studios or whoever made this, give us a demo of that. Get better voice actors. Because I would not recommend buying this if it's in the same state as the demo. That's my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Jitter Beziak, and until next time, I'll see you around.